So data analytics. So to start off with a definition of what this exactly is, it is the science of analyzing raw data in order to make conclusions about that information that you run in the analysis. And the goal really is to discover useful information, really to help make informed decisions. Today, this process is mainly automated. It's automated into mechanical processes and algorithms that kind of work over the data and will spit out results for human use. So really these data analysis people just really have to know how to interpret the results and be able to explain it to management so they can be put into use in the business. And what these algorithms actually result in, they kind of reveal some trends and metrics that would otherwise be lost without that, and it can be used into the business to make it more efficient. So an example of this is maybe a manufacturing company. They may record the runtime and downtime for the various machines they use. Well, once you run this analysis, you'll get some data back, and maybe they can use that to better plan workloads to make more efficient and cost-effective decisions to when they're implementing these workloads, and just overall result in a better running of those machines. So there's about 4 steps in performing a data analysis algorithm. The first is you have to determine what data you want to use and how it is grouped. So you want to make sure, anything really can be used in this analysis, but you want to use what will be useful. If you're using, information that has no correlation to what you're trying to solve, it's not useful. So the first step is really just knowing and figuring out what data you want to use in the analysis. The second is the collection of the data. Now, this is a real ambiguous term. You can collect data from anywhere. Maybe it's from internet sources, maybe it's from the database that the company has, so you can just go in and find the data that way. Or, you can ask your employees. You may get feedback from them, ask them certain questions about maybe like for the manufacturing example, should these machines run at this time or this time, just whatever works for them, and you can use that information and put it into the analysis. And the third step, is the data must be organized. And what that means is it needs to be set out like in a spreadsheet. So this is where Excel comes in, for example. So it just has the data all spread out. It has it in the correct groups you want it in. And just so you can see it all and look through it. And the fourth step is where the data needs to be clean. And this is what that spreadsheet does really well, so you can see it and you can go through it. And what I mean by cleaning, you're making sure the data is complete without error, and there's just no duplications, because that could really mess up your result. And then after that, obviously, you just run the analysis and interpret the results. So why is this process important? Well, I hit on some of these earlier when I was talking about the definition standpoint, but there are really 3 ways that this process helps improve businesses. The first is cost reduction. And when you're given these results, you can help identify ways to do business in differently, and you do it in a better way, which will reduce costs. But at the same time, it'll make your business more efficient as well, which is good, which is great. Second way is makes faster and better decisions. Now you're given new sources of data, and you can analyze data immediately. So you're getting this data right at your fingertips and results immediately, so you can make informed decisions at that certain point without the data, just becoming unuseful. And the third way, it can produce new products and services, because it helps show the customer's needs and satisfaction. So you can address that with these results. You can maybe put out a new service, put out a new product that would give the customers exactly what they want and meet their needs immediately. So to kind of conclude, this process should be used in any sense that it can. Obviously, there's probably some times in certain types of businesses where it can't be used, but if it can be used, I would recommend it. They need to hire some people and implement it into their business. So like I said, it can improve in business it can improve businesses in many ways, mainly just to make better decisions on what to do, maybe put out a new segment, put out a new product, or just to get rid of a product. And really, finally, this field is actually growing lately. Many businesses want individuals who can, help their business, and this is a great way you can do that. If you can analyze huge amounts of data and explain it to them, it would be a great career to get into. So yeah, that's just a little bit about data analytics. Thank you.